What's going on, guys? Gabe with ReviewDork. Now, I had to do this video. This is going to be a very quick video, but I just really want to blow your mind here. Now, we go ahead and we make a lot of money with AMC. What do we do after? What do you invest in after? Mind you, a lot of you will be filthy rich, but you will not be wealthy. Wealth and rich are different. You can have a crap load of cash in your bank account, and everything you buy, your net worth begins to decrease. So you have to shift your mindset to wealth creation. Now, how do we do that? We can do that in an assortment of ways. I'm giving you my game plan as to how I would do that, build wealth, preserve the wealth, and just live just a happy life. Now, for some of you, being rich might not necessarily be rich in money, but being rich in time and life experiences. That is awesome. I also hear a lot of people saying, well, I'm going to take care of my family and my loved ones, and that is awesome. But you have to first take care of yourself, and that will allow you to take care of others, right? So let's talk about the first step in wealth creation. And it's no secret, real estate. Now, some of you may venture off and start flipping homes. Me personally, I would rather buy multifamily homes. And as you guys are looking here, I have Zillow in Hartford, Connecticut. I have family here, so I am familiar with the city. But what I'm doing is just getting a average of what a multifamily home would cost. And why? Well, let's just say I have 2,000 shares of AMC. It moons to 5,000. I have $10 million. Uncle Sam, he's getting his tendies too. He can't wait. He wants his tendies. Okay. So now I'm left with $6 million. Okay. I'll take a cool $1 million and I will start looking for multi-family homes, preferably 3-family homes. And just based on the average prices that I'm looking here, we're probably talking about $300,000 per multi-family home. Now, with the average rent in the city, after I did my averages, it's about $1,200 a month. So now you have 9 residences paying you over $10,000 a month in rent. That's $120,000 a year. Your $1 million has been preserved. You have not spent it. You have invested it. You now have several multifamily homes that will bring you money year after year, especially in economic downturn. You see, when home prices go down, people still need a place to live. And if they're renting, for some, they don't want the obligation of owning a home. So renting will always make sense for them. Okay, that's cool. Now you're making some money. So $1 million will return you at or about $120,000 per month, per year. And over 10 years, that million would have made you an additional million. Moving along, I want you guys to also do research on index funds or mutual funds. And here, I'll include this link down in the description so you guys can look at this. So I have now, from that $6 million, took $1 million invested in real estate. Now, I'm also going to keep $2 million cash in for a reason, which I'll get to in a second. I'm then going to take $3 million and throw it in one of these index funds. So on the benchmark S&P 500, the average 5-year annual return is 15.22%. So if we put this in a calculator, and that's what I'm going to do here, guys. We put this in a calculator, $3 million times 15%. You're making $450,000 a year off of that $3 million. Now, we times that by 6 years, and we're at 2.7 million. So you nearly almost doubled your money in 6 years with the benchmark S&P 500, $450,000 a year. Obviously, there's got to be some tax vehicles that your financial advisor can go over with you to preserve most of your cash. So now you have a real estate making you $100,000 a year. You have an index fund that's making you $450 a year. You're making $500,000 a year at this point, $500,000 a year, and you have not touched your tendie money. Have not touched your tendie money. Wow. Okay. So now moving along. Now remind you, I said I'm going to keep $2 million cash. And the reason why I'm going to keep $2 million cash is because now I want to allow myself to invest in a business that is already established. And according to NerdWallet, we have the top 10 most profitable franchises. We have a McDonald's with an estimated initial investment of $1 million. Now, the average owner of McDonald's is going to make between $150,000 and $250,000 a year. So now, guys, we're all the way up to either $650,000 to $750,000 a year. You're making almost nearly $1 million a year off of that $6 million you just made from going to Tendy Town. Now I have a cool $1 million left. What do I do? Well, I have the option to go ahead and buy another franchise, such as a Dunkin' Donuts. I would imagine that now I'm flirting with $900,000 to nearly $1 million a year. Guys, this is wealth. This is wealth preservation. Now, just think about this for a second. You hold the homes through the ups and downs of the market. You own a franchise through, let's say, a 10-year span. And your mutual fund is returning 15% over 10 years. It's $4.5 million you made in 10 years on the mutual fund. On your real estate investment, you've made over $1 million in 10 years on your real estate investment. Mind you, this is income. And on your franchise investment, you're making an additional $2.5 million over 10 years. You've made a lot of money. You've doubled your money. You've doubled your AMC money over 10 years. And that was just income. Your principal is still locked and loaded in these investments, but over 10 years, you've made millions in income. I want you to think about that for a second. That's when you go ahead and you buy your Lambo if you want to. That's when you go ahead and you buy your own fucking island in the Caribbean if you want to. You do it then. I personally think for a lot of people who are playing this lottery ticket are going to see wealth that they've never seen before. So, strategy. All of these things come into play and they apply to you, but you want to start conditioning yourself and living humbly for 2 years, right? So you want to show your mutual fund earnings and your real estate earnings. You want to show that over 2 years. You file that in taxes. You can literally go to any bank at that point and get a blank check and then begin to buy many houses or many franchises, right? You are proving an asset to the bank. You are showing the bank you are a money-making vehicle. You're an asset, not a liability. So this is my plan of attack for after we hit Moontown because it's the smartest thing to do. Pay off all your debts, invest in real estate, invest in a mutual fund, and invest in an established business. Your wealth is now diversified, making you money. You don't have to touch the principal. And then guess what? When you're ready, just call it a day. You sell it all. You get your money back. Man, that's the best thing. Hope you guys learned something. This is Gabe with ReviewDork. I'm signing out. Peace.